Hello again, how are you? I'm going to press buttons. Apparently I already pressed some buttons from the last time I played. So let's have a look. I don't know where we are. I don't know what we're doing. I mean, I do know what we're doing in a very sort of loose technical sort of manner. We're trying to escape our universe, the observable universe, and we are currently at 3.6% of the way. Now, we are requiring 50... Well, hang on, that's 27 now. And the problem with it being 27 is that's a lot more. 27 is a huge amount. Which means, because that means I now need 54? 54 energy. 54 billion energy. Grumble, grumble, grumble. So it might be some pressing of the yellow buttons. Everybody likes the pressing of yellow buttons. Nobody likes the pressing of yellow buttons. We might make some progress here. We won't make any real progress here. None at all. Not realistically. Just like we won't be able to buy a booster. Oh, actually, no, because we don't have the aluminium. I'm not switching over. I mean, I could switch over to that, to be fair. That'd be something to do. We've got a while to go before that's ready. I could press the buttons here. And I do like pressing buttons here. We all know it. Yeah, I'll do that. That makes sense. How's this looking? That's looking pretty poor. We can't do anything on this page. We're just waiting for this to go up. Prestigium. Everybody loves a Prestigium, baby. That's probably our next target, right? Let's be honest. Get another one of those. I mean, I say our next target, maybe. It's a long way away. And when I can press this and go 402,000 light years, which is half a second. Wait, yeah. It's half a second speed. That's a pathetic boost. We're going so quickly, that doesn't actually matter. I'm kind of disappointed. There's no unlocks for tachyon particles yet. We've been going a long way, but we're getting a lot of bonuses from our tachyon particles, and we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in our 5th triple unit, which is a lot. Thousands, millions, billions. We're at 30 trillion tachyons a second. It's a lot of tachyon production. I mean, I'm half tempted to just switch to this and ignore this because our resistance thing. Wait, what? I can't press it yet. No pressing. Because I don't know what this is going to do to our bonuses, right? I mean, it might be good. It might. You don't know. I don't know. None of us know. I'm going to do this for a bit because it's going to boost our speed to a significant and dramatic effect. Right? We're going up by 111, 112 light years a second, which is pretty phenomenal. So, yeah. Yeah, well, we're nearly done. We've got to be nearly done, right? We're doing 1 million light years a second. How much faster does it need to be? I mean, obviously quite a lot faster. We're only at 3% of the way there. But what I'd like is to maybe get us to 2 million light years a second and see just how far out we're going. I mean, it'll be far out, dude. Far out. Right? Because I'm actually enjoying going up in speed rather than whatever the other one is. Getting the resource bonuses from the resistance by slowly pumping into the thing, and that'll take us forever, like forever. Because realistically, we're saving Prestigium, and I'll show you for why. I'll just switch that back over while I'm not pressing that button. Like, we need 11. We started at 54, so in order to not make a loss on Prestigium, we need to be at least at 65, and that's not good enough, is it? Let's go for 70, at which point we should be hitting 100 before we think about the next upgrade, because it's just not worth losing the bonuses. I mean, it's worth it a little bit because of the extra speed we get. 20 light years a second is not bad, but also they're marginal. I do like exploiting the fabric of reality, though, if I'm honest. Exploiting the fabric of reality is quite fun. I mean, not for reality. It will go and join logic in the corner when it found out that quantum is doing what it's doing, because now all logic does is get drunk. It doesn't know how to handle it. Can't say I blame it. That's amazing. Right, okay, hang on. I need to do the switch, and then I need to go in here, press that button. We're nearly at the point. Hang on. Well, yeah, we're alright, fine. I shouldn't have pressed this button. I'm not pressing that button again. I'm gonna wait. We need to wait for it to get to a certain point. This isn't actually relevant. It's not pertinent, it's not important. But I want to spend this before I press the black hole button. Because I might as well, right? Because we've got to wait a little bit. Oh, wait, no we don't. Okay, it's a black hole button, it is. And now we are going even faster. So how much distance? We've added 1% nearly in 6 minutes we've added 1%, which is pretty good. Well, I'm not going to complain about adding 1% in 6 minutes, especially considering I'm going to continually upgrade this, because of course I'm going to continue to upgrade this. Why wouldn't I? At this point, we're just trying to rush out the observable universe. And if we're not, why are we even here? I mean, that's more of an existential question at the best of times, so we'll move past that. Nobody needs to think about it too hard. And the bonuses aren't great, but the more I press it, the bigger the bonus gets. And the bigger the bonus gets, the faster we go, which means we get a bigger bonus, which means it goes up faster, which means we get more speed. It's an Ouroboros of speed increasing. It's the acceleration Ouroboros. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how that works, but, you know, I'm not going to argue with it, right? Who am I to argue? That seems rude. Right, why do I care about 2000 titanium in that case? I'm trying to work out why I was giving a damn about the 2000 titanium. Because actually, 2000 titanium's kind of moot. Well, we're up to 56 prestigium, that's a good sign. And we're nearly at 2/3 of the way to 2 million light years a second, so... Well, I think this could be the end, my friend. Right, we're going to be at the edge of the observable universe reasonably quickly. I would expect if we're not at 5 or 6% soon, like when it gets to 12 minutes of the recording, the episode. Do you know what I mean, right? Because we did 1% in 6 minutes, and that took us to 4. So by all counts, we should be quite far along. I want to look. I just want to look. Now I want to look. Now I've said something, I want to look. But I don't think I will. I think I'll keep it for the moment, because it's funnier. Well, funnier? It's more fun. However, let me just do this a second, because I want to press this button some more, and then I want to press this button some more, get some extra energy on the way in, then we can nearly press it. No, we're nowhere near. Nowhere near! What are you talking about, you foolish took? Yeah, I mean, our resources don't go up as quickly, but we are getting a lot more speed, which is worth, right? Because when I go to the water tab and press the button for the super resource gain, right, we can take advantage of the super resource gain by switching back onto the resource tab, and maybe it will help with the amount of ticks available into our resource tab in the hydrogen tab. At this rate, we might hit 5 million. We're up to 57 presidium. Presidium? No, that's something else. That's very much Mass Effect. I mean, we're going so fast, we've outpaced the Mass Effect drive, I suppose would be the only way to describe it. It's like their special warp drive in Mass Effect, the Mass Effect drive. Using EZO, if you've ever played that game, it was really good. I quite enjoyed it. The third part had a ropey ending because they didn't have something going on that allowed them to explain it better. I don't know. I didn't work there. All I know is that it didn't work out the way that they wanted or expected it to, which is probably disappointing more for them than for anybody else. Although, as a player, it was quite disappointing, if I'm honest. Can't lie about that bit. Right, let's go back here, and then go here and press that button, because that's important to me. I don't know if I'm going to do this at any point soon. Hang on, how much do we need? 35 aluminium. It's a lot of aluminium, right? But extra presidium. Now, 198 seconds. Every 3 1/3 minutes we get a presidium. Nice. We're getting there. And obviously when we get to 60 prestigium, we will have, it'll be once every 3 minutes, which is pretty fast. We're nearly there. I mean, our average tick-up's pretty quick, but why not make it quicker? Because look how fast we're going. I mean, we're getting a 250,000 light years per tick, or per click on the asteroid. Like 267 light years per second as sort of an accelerative force. It's nice. Oh no, my lighter's not working. It's not working. We're nearly at the point though where our energy... that is a valid statement. We're nearly at the point where our energy will allow us to do another black hole jump. And I do like the black hole button. It's not necessarily good for us, but it's good. Right, okay, hang on. Because we've now hit 12 minutes. Let's see where we're at. 5.92. While I'm doing it. Oh, only 100 seconds to go. .92. That's pretty good. So that's further than I thought. Well, no, I said I wanted 1 or 2%. We got 1.5%. That's not bad. We're up to 58. That's 58 prestigium, by the way. 2.5 million light years a second. That's silly speeds. Like silly. Yes, very silly. Some might describe it as ridiculous speed. Yes. Much appreciated though. I approve of all this growth in our speed. Right, okay. 20 seconds short. Disappointing. I thought it was closer. Apparently my judge of 100 seconds is wrong. I mean, I've got a clock next to me, sort of, but I'm not looking as accurately as I should be, clearly. And you can tell this by the fact that I got it wrong. I don't mind admitting that. I'm going to leave it another 10 seconds, and then I'm going to look. Well, we're at 2.75 million light years a second. That's pretty insanity. It's breaking my brain how fast that is. Like, that's not sensible speeds. I don't think it's even close to realistic speeds. Right, wait for it, ding. Hey, we got 19 million. 9,000. That's a lot. Lot. In fact, it's so much I could buy a booster lot. I mean, do I? So we can go double speed. I mean, we're going double ludicrous speed at this point. Yeah, let's do it. We're now going double ludicrous speed, and I like that, which means I can... That was worth it, right? There was a lot of resources spent on that. I don't know if that boosted this. I was hoping it would, which is why I switched it back over. But we're well over 3 million light years a second from that. Pretty good. And hang on, let's have a quick look here. We need to be... Alright, gotcha. 54.5 billion energy. And then we can press the black hole button again. Just resource dump in the black hole. Which I approve of, if I'm honest. Actually, I wanted to check this button. Nope, that's fine. Just wanted to see 61. That means we're under 3 minutes per prestigium. That's silly. Silly. I'm not going to argue with it though. Do you know what I mean? Well, that's ridiculous amounts of stuff coming in. Nearly there. Or I can black hole button in a second. Let me just double check in any of these. If there's anything I can do. There is none. Doink. Look at that. I think 5 million might have been an underestimate of how fast we're going to be able to achieve. I mean, I thought it might be difficult to get to 2 million, and we're very nearly at 5 million at this point now. So yes, that's me told apparently, and I'll check to see how many. It'll be like 177 seconds per prestigium or something. So it's every 3 minutes, give or take, close to. But let's get to 5 million light years a second, and then at that point, we can both check our prestigium production rate as well as our percentage through the observable universe. Because, whoop, there you go, right, just do this. This one. We're at 8.18% through the observable universe. Oh no, hang on, I am wrong. Well, there you go, I didn't think that would happen. I was wrong, it's 183, which means our next one maybe. Who knows, not me. Either way. Still good though. We're gaining titanium at a rate of knots, which is nice, I approve. We need to upgrade our titanium gathering. I was going to wait till 5 million, apparently I didn't. Sorry about that. But we've made our speed 5 times faster in the 18 minutes that we're going. That's quite pleasing, if I'm honest. So we get about 10,500 aluminium per tick, which isn't bad. It's not good though, is it? Let's be honest. No. The numbers are failing me, because sometimes it's going up by... Yeah, it's going up by 11, and then occasionally it goes up by 6. 1,000, that is, obviously. I mean, I say obviously, it's not necessarily obvious, but it's obvious to me that it's squiffy. But I'm not going to complain, right? Because we are going faster. 500,000 light years a second faster than we were at the beginning of this prestigium. I do love this recursive loop. I suppose it's the correct... Is it the correct way of saying it? I don't know. And we are going very quickly. Look at that. It's all chill. It's all speed. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I'm talking like it's the end of the series, but it's feeling that way. There you go, look. We've got another prestigium. Alright, I have to check then. Go on, let me check. And I'll spend the money there, and I'll spend the money there. Why wouldn't I, right? We're nearly 18% chance for titanium, which is always nice. Can we press this button yet? No, nowhere close. Well, I mean, quite close, 200 on that. But, there you go. Every 3 minutes on the dot. I say on the dot, but, you know, give or take. We're going to need 55 billion energy now, which is a lot. Seems like a lot to me anyway. Doesn't seem worth spending the prestigium though, does it? Because 10 of them will be a lot of percentage, right? Of extra speed, that is, when I say a lot of percentage. Yeah. This is 0.3 per 1, right? Or rather, it goes from 0, or it went from 1 to 1.3 to 1.6 to 2. So 3 is 1%, right? So we'll be losing 4% boost, whatever that means in reality. It's a lot. It's a lot. Just to get 20 light years a second bonus. I don't know that it's worth it, honestly. Considering how much faster we're going now. We are going a lot faster and it's really good. Like, I'm really loving it. Loving the extra speed. Do you think men look smarter in ties? There's a question for you. I don't know. I think some of them do and some of them don't. It's like floral dresses. Floral dresses can look really cool. Some of them just don't look cool. And it depends on who's wearing them as well. Like, I've seen some women wear floral dresses and it just doesn't look right. I've seen other women wearing the same floral dress. They look amazing. And it makes no sense. And maybe it's about the colour scheme or something, I don't know. I'm not that bright when it comes to aesthetics of that sort of thing. Ooh, wait, what's this? Speed penalty in energy tab set to 0 adds optimal energy to your speed. Can we afford that? We can. Wait, what? We unlocked a thing. I don't know what it actually did for us, but we did unlock a thing. That's a speed penalty in energy tab set to 0. Adds optimal energy to your speed. Right, hang on, if I can't press that. I'm going to press that early and see what happens as a result. Although it does look like we're going to make enough energy, or close to enough energy, I say, in the 3 minutes or whatever it is, 120 seconds, 2 minutes. I mean, it won't be enough energy, but it'll be a lot. It'll be close. Because we're earning a lot of energy per tick. You know what I mean? It's about 50 million per tick. Actually, that is a lot of energy. Hang on. Yeah, it's about, well, it's 43, but I mean, it's still a lot of energy, right? I might have to turn this up a little bit. I can barely hear it, and I do like the Hilltop Hoods. If you like music, it might be worth, if you have the ability to do it on the internet, there's an Australian radio station called Triple J that I used to listen to. I haven't listened to it for a number of years now, but they used to be really good. And there was, what was the other one that I really like listening to? It's an American rock music radio station from San Francisco in the Bay Area. It's called 107.7 The Bone. They had some amazing music available. What's going on? Oh, I'm wasting my time apparently. I did wonder why it wasn't going up very quickly. Right, so let's have a look then. Where are we at? 178. I mean, that was the calculation that I thought it was, just I was a bit late. So how far are we on this? I can press the button. Now, I'm going to press the button and see what happens. Oh, amazing! It doesn't matter anymore. Well, that's a thing. That means we don't need to worry about we don't ever need to worry about that button again. Which means energy is moot. If energy is moot, I can turn that on for no other reason than turning it on. Every little helps, as they say. Well, actually, now we're going 10 million ago. Right, let's have a look at where we are. We're at 16.61%, and we're only going to get closer. So hang on, 10.5. We're still a ways out, right? So next episode, I guess, is where we unlock the final unlock. If there is a final unlock there, I don't know. It's starting to feel that way. I meant to check that. I wanted to see what the multiplier was. 251 times the speed that we're going. So apparently buying the whatever it was that I bought was not worth it. But, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind. It was worth it in my head. Just a little bit. Just a little bit worth it. Only because of how amazing that was in a thing. Like, it put us up to 2, and I didn't like being at 1.9. 1.9 was doing my head in. 2, much better. Do you think there is the most beautiful number? There are some numbers that I quite like. 23 is quite a nice looking number. I like 1313. I like 1234. It's a good time to have, right? I like it no matter which side of the day it's on. Actually, 1234 is a nice time of day. People tell me about 1111, but I very rarely experience it. Right? I can't remember the last time I looked at a clock and go, oh, it's 11:11. It just almost never happens. Maybe it's because I'm not in line with godliness and stuff, if that was a thing. Because there's the statement that there is godliness connects to 11:11. I mean, I don't know. It's a bit beyond my knowledge realm. Oh, hello darkness, my old friend, in Latin. Because of course, why wouldn't it be? If you're going to listen to a song, you might as well listen to it in Latin, apparently. That's what my YouTube music tells me. It's definitely not entirely true, but it's not far off, apparently. We're at 65 prestigium. We're at 66 prestigium. I mean, it's just getting silly. Like, we're already at 9 billion out of 46 billion. It's good. It is good. And we're going to be able to press that button again. Hang on, let's have a look. In 405 seconds. Which is good. 405 seconds. It's getting there. It's getting there. So hang on. 46 divided by 3. What's that? 16? To get a third of the way is 16? Something like that? It's got to be something like that, I reckon. Well, hang on. Let's see. 13 times 3 is 39. 14 times 3 is 42. 15 times 3 is 45. Yeah. So I wonder if we'll get how far we're going to get, how close we're going to get. I mean, I'm tempted to just make this one a long one. See how close we are before when it gets to an hour. Interpellare sonum solente. Stulti dixi ignoriami. Silenti murbum vo tempare. Date aure ute dosiem vos. I'm not going to sing along to it. I'm struggling to read the words, if I'm honest. It just seems funny that people have put the time in to translate a song into old school Latin, match the words in a way so that it still fits the melody to the song, and then they've released it. It's quite amazing. So this is by somebody on YouTube called The Miracle Aligner. It's a type of music is bardcore, and it's Sound of Silence cover in classical Latin. Thoroughly worth a listen to, especially if you like the original. But it's one of those songs where you go, this shouldn't work, this is really silly, but it does work, and I quite appreciate it. So I'm not going to complain, right? So silly. Oh, look at that. We're at 11.7 billion. We're close. It's close. $12 billion. I mean, we're nearly a third of the way there. Love it. Hang on. Is this what I think it is? It is what I think it is. I can't remember there's a style of music that this is, but I can't remember what it's called. It's like a hyperwave or something. I don't know. It's like chilled lo-fi beats with a Japanese motif, apparently. It's quite good. I'm not going to listen to it now. I'm going to listen to a song called the IBTC by I'm Sad Alex. It's funny. It's funny. You'll have to look it up what it means. I'm not going to tell you, but look it up. It's funny. She's done a good job. Has Sad Alex. Although she smells a lot for a woman who's allegedly sad. And what's worse is the smile actually reaches her eyes sometimes. Which is weird, because you'd think, you know, if you're sad as a naming device, that might not be ideal. And yet, what are you going to do? Anyway, she's got a very good voice as well, which doesn't hurt. Let's see how many seconds we are away from the button. 151. At this point, we're going to hit well over 25 million light years a second. I'm not going to complain, but that's silly, crazy fast. I thought we were going to struggle to hit 5, 2 even. Admittedly, I was going to pootle along by letting our thing fill up, and then I chose not to because I'm funny like that. Right, let's just quickly switch that to there. Let's press this a couple of times. Ooh, 5,200. We're nearly at, well, we're 18.1%. We're going up. Yeah. 1.2 thousand light years per second as an accelerative force. Unbelievable. I mean, that's broken. That upgrade on our energy tab, or whatever it is. It's now we don't have to worry about a speed penalty for pressing the black hole button. It's not sure that's okay. It's great, but I'm not sure it's okay. Not really. Alright, let's have a look. 69 seconds. Okay. We're up to 68 prestigium per second. 68 prestigium, not per second, just in general. I approve. Yeah, look at that. Silly speeds. Like, I can't believe about how much quicker we're going compared to the start of the episode. I mean, it's already 21 times and we're only halfway through. So to get 1 prestigium every minute, we need 360 prestigium, which is a lot. I'm not sure I'm convinced that's a good idea. Doink. Have to press it, right? That was a big boost. 21 million to 28 million. We'll get 2 more presses in before the end of the episode, which is amazing. Right, hang on. Oh, that's maxed out is why. I didn't realise. I wonder if I get another bonus if I max this one out. I doubt it. I don't think I can afford to even if I wanted to, right? Let's go here a second and have a look. We need 15 million aluminium. Just drop the N entirely. Aluminium. Like 30 million light years a second. And we're halfway. Just under. I mean, 40% is still pretty quick. We're going up by 0.5% a second. No, 0.6% a second. 0.7% a second. When I say 0.7, I mean 0.07. I'm skipping a digit for some reason. It's because I'm a doofus. But let's get some more. Let's get some more beans. I know what you're looking for. You're looking for a bean shop. I know what you mean. The perfect amount of prestigium. And a worryingly little amount of water's left. I mean, can I make it last 20 minutes? I guess I probably can. I've got, what, 1.5 inches of water in a 3-inch diameter cup. So in a 5 centimetre diameter cup, I have 2.5 centimetres of water. Pi d for the surface area. Is it? Or is it pi r squared? Can't remember. those two. I should know this. It's like basic mathematics and I can't remember it. That's a little embarrassing. Shows how much I use it, right? I don't use it anymore. Those sort of things. I can look it up though. I've got the technology on my pencil case. Pi r squared. Yeah, circumference is pi d. It's pi r squared. There you go. Shows how things disappear in time if you don't use them, right? Yeah, pi r squared times whatever it is. 2.5 centimeters. It's not a lot of water in volume, by volume. But it's like 3 sips, 4 sips maybe. Depends how much I sip. If I sip it like I sip rum, it's a lot longer than that. That's like 3 hours worth of rum. Well, no, actually it's probably more like 4 hours worth of rum. The rum I drink, like I don't drink very often, but I drink for flavour. And I drink very strong rum. Like normally it's like 60% proof. And you know, I'm not a massive drinker, but nice glass of rum with a nice whatever it's called, cigar. Very tasty. And so as a result, I quite often will do such things, and it's yummy. Where are we? 347 seconds away. Of course we are. Makes perfect sense to me. But yeah, so I'll have my rum and I'll have my cigar and I'll have a glass of water next to it, and I don't mix the two. What happens is I'll have a wee sip of we call it a nip of spirits to go with my cigar, just to complement the flavours while I'm having that. And then whenever I'm thirsty, I just have water, and it's very nice. It's a lovely way to spend an afternoon, because the cigars I smoke take about 2-3 hours to smoke, depending on which one I have. Some of them take only an hour, don't get me wrong, but normally the ones I will have, and they're a treat, like maybe once a month, twice a month thing if I'm lucky. I'll actually get a cigar out and I'll have one, because they're quite expensive, the ones I smoke, but they're beautiful, right? If you're into that sort of culture, like, anyway. It's quite funny because I can be sitting in the pub and people are walking, going, I knew you were here. I'm like, what? They're like, we could smell your cigar all the way up the road. I was like, yeah, that'll do it. It's a big square out the back of where I drink, right? So, square onto a parade of shops and pubs and restaurants, and people can smell it down the entire road. But they're all like, oh, it's Chrissy, she's in the pub, amazing. So they all come bundling. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So yeah, like, it's good times if you like that sort of thing. I happen to like that sort of thing, in case you couldn't tell. So, but yeah, like a cigar and some rum is very good. It's a nice way to while away an afternoon, shall we say, especially in the sunshine. Oh, cigar in the sun. Oh, sir, please don't threaten me with a good time. Like, yes, we're 40 million light years a second over where I thought we'd be by the end of the episode. Shows how much I didn't understand the accelerative forces in this game. Really, I didn't think I was just going to sit on this button and witter on about random nonsense while holding my left finger down on the mouse button. Still haven't switched the mouse over. We're up to 71 prestigium. Yeah, I didn't think about that thing. Actually, well, we're not going to have the aluminium ever at this rate. Just no matter how much I try, we're not going to have the aluminium, because I'm going to go here, press that, and we're still not going to get the aluminium, because we need to get our aluminium to the point where we're earning more aluminium per second than the black hole button goes off in order to upgrade our probes for titanium, and that's not going to happen. Not probes for titanium, well, for hydrogen. On the hydrogen tab, we need, I can't remember, 16 million or 11 million or something. Which is, no, it's not going to happen. And apparently, completing the amount of energy per pop was worth it, but, you know. Who knew? Not me, says I. Oh, look at that, 47 million. It's so stupid. We're just going so much faster I'll be honest, like completely beyond me at that point when I was like, oh yeah, maybe we'll hit that point. I'm going to go check the tab in a minute. The black hole tab. I'm going to see. 120 seconds. 161 seconds per prestigium. That's pretty good. So 3 minutes, right? So around about 48 minutes in. And when I press the black hole tab button, I will then check the galactic map and see where we're at. Yeah, that hydrogen tab, the other side, the bit that we're not using, that I've spent 2 episodes at least trying to fill up, seems to not be worth it anymore, sadly. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. It just makes me feel like I've wasted my day, wasted my life. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It wasn't that bad, but... But we're up to 72 prestigium now, which is nice. But the amount of aluminium we need, right, is going to be a lot. To be able to click this button, it's going to be a lot. Oh, it's titanium we need, and I'm spending the titanium on things that we need, like this. Oh, well. Not long now. I'll press that button again. Oh, I love pressing that button. That button's like, it's like one of the most addictive buttons you can press in this game. Well, that's 70 million. Yeesh. And we are currently 90% of the way. Well, I wasn't expecting us to get to 90% of the way, I'll be honest. Right, that was definitely not my assumption. Well, it turns out we're not going to need the whole month to be able to do this. I was expecting it to take the whole month, as you know. And had I not been spending the entire day, entire episode pressing this button, it's better than pressing the yellow squares, I suppose. There's lots of changes to numbers. But yeah. Like, silly speeds. 75.5 million light years a second. I mean, honestly, let's have a quick look and see how fast we're actually going. Like, silly numbers. E to the 23. We've gone so far, it can't even display it anymore. I'm not going to complain, I just think it's funny. Like, that's a lot. Now, I wonder, if I did it again, would I do it differently? Would I spend more of my time on this page getting extra bonuses? Would I don't know, spend more of my time doing things like filling out the other stuff and not spending my money on boosters? It's like slow it down to be able to fill out all of the things instead, because that might be worth it, right? I don't know that it is worth it, but it might be worth it. Because that could be funny, right? Getting all of the engineering tab filled, like, because that's a ridiculous amount of aluminium, yeah? But it might also be worth it. Right, hang on, while we're doing this, like doing a quick analysis, 157 seconds. Like, 2-3 more, and we're at the point where it's 2.5 minutes per prestigium. I don't even need to really hold down that button anymore. It's going up by what? Oh, hang on. We've way flown past where we're supposed to be going. What's this one? You are far enough from civilization to build a place of your own and enjoy some rest and quiet. Well, there you go, 100 prestigium. That is there. We've unlocked something, but it still don't know what it is. The point of getting here was to get peace and quiet, apparently. So hang on. That's 73, right? I need my phone. Well, technically I don't. I need my calculator, but I'm going to use the one on my phone rather than fishing about in my cupboards, because I don't really want to look for it in my cupboards because that's far away. Yes, where are we? Calculator. So, hang on. If we assume it's 150, sorry, times 27 divided by 60 is around about an hour. It's 67 and a half, but by the time it's actually done its thing, so one more episode, and we're at the point where it's done, right? We can spend our 100 prestigium, and we lose however many bonus. We lose 22 times our bonus to our speed, which honestly I can live with, because we don't need to worry about our energy multiplier anymore, and our speed bonus doesn't really matter anymore either. 155 seconds. Now, hang on. How long does it take at hundreds? Right, I can do this. It's 36 seconds per. What I think. Let me just check. So it's 3,600 divided by 100. It's 36 seconds per. So that would take 3,600. Straight up, like duh. That's an interesting conundrum, isn't it? Because I want more. Maybe I want 200 prestigium before I press the button, because it's going to drop us by 20 times. So divide by 2 is 45 million. Divide by 10 is 4.5 million light years a second. That's a massive drop, right? And our prestigium will take forever to rebuild. I'm not convinced that's a good idea. That's a thing I had not considered, sir. That is a distressing concern. Distressing is a very large metaphor. I'm not sure it's entirely fair. Like, that might be excessive, if I'm honest. Like, maybe by the time, well, I say by the time, maybe we'll be earning, because if I leave it on the second level hydrogen tab that I'm using, we're actually gaining a lot of aluminium quite quickly anyway. If you look at the amount coming in, right? Still not a lot. And I'm making it harder on us every time because I keep pressing the button for the black hole, because I can't help it. There's a button to press that says increase your multiplier. And it doesn't sacrifice prestigium or titanium, right? And there's nothing, I mean, there is this to do, but I don't want to press that button. Well, I don't mind pressing that button, but I don't really want to. Down to 153 seconds. Love it. It's so silly. We're going so quickly. But I just don't want to see that number get slashed. Because it's a massive number, right? Right. Because every time we get a prestigium, our speed goes up as a result. Although I suppose there will be a reduction cancelled out by the black hole button. So it's hard to know, right? But I have to press the button, right? That's the thing. If I don't press the button, then is it really finished? Because I don't know. I don't know if that's the end of the game if I press that button. And I'm kind of scared to press the button because of the nature of if I press the button, that's the end of the game. I can't believe we made 185 drones. It's a lot of drones. 69 seconds. Like, this is never going to occur. Just because I'm never going to save up this amount of silicon. Like 11 billion silicon? Are you crazy? That number's broken. Well, that's a broken number as well. So I'm listening to a song called LA, which is actually slang, but they've got the letters LA in the LA, the city, sort of like LA Lakers or whatever. And it's a song about the slang that people in LA use, so that you know what's going on in LA when they use that sort of level of slang. Apparently they speak Spanglish. I'll take their word for it. Apparently if somebody says check it out, don't ever go. That's what I heard from this song. I don't know how true that is. Boink. I have to press it. I have to. I can't help myself. Like, I probably shouldn't, I grant you. But also, you would, if you were on it. You wouldn't be able to help yourself. You'd be like, but those buttons, they're calling to me. Right? Do you know, the problem with having long hair is that it gets everywhere. Like, I brush my hair regularly, right? I hoover my floors, all this sort of nonsense. And then, I still find little balls of hair where my feet, while walking around, has caused it to ball up. And I'm like, how does that even happen? Right? It's not like I don't hoover. Is it, do I have a dog? I mean, I don't have a dog. But it feels sometimes like I have a dog. I don't have a dog. The amount of hair I get, anyway. It's just silly. Right, when we get to 150 million, I'm going to stop pressing this button because there's no point. We're now at the point where it's kind of pointless. There we go, right. I mean, look at it, right? Just as a point. At the beginning of the episode, we were at 3% of the way there. At 1 million light years a second. And, you know, we're now twice the distance of here. Right, 46.5 billion, and we're now at 110 billion light years. We've definitely hit our target of the day. We just haven't hit this, and we're not gonna hit it for a minute. When I say a minute, it's definitely just not this episode is what I'm getting at. Madness. Madness, I tell you. I don't know. There was a button. I'm trying to think where that button was though. Can't see it anymore. It's somewhere. I can't remember what it was that I was looking for. Don't know. And we lose a load of energy generation as a result when we spend 100 prestigium, because we get more energy per prestigium as well. I'm convinced that's a good idea, because look, not that it matters, we don't need the energy, realistically. Yeah, there was, oh, it was in here, it was this one. No, this one? I don't know, maybe it was this one. Yeah, water upgrade also reduces black hole cooldown. Yeah. So this button reduces the black hole cooldown. Does that mean I can use it twice? Unreal. That's quite cool. We don't need more water. We are definitely sorted for water. Yeah, like look at that. We're going to be 3 times over. But let's do that, and I'm going to wish you a good day. Bye.